Caution. During parts of this podcast, we do speak about sites that possibly have malicious software and viruses. Please do not look up any of the websites we speak about during this podcast.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Comfy Pants Podcast. With us tonight are the usual Matt,
Hello.
Ryan,
Hello.
Nathan,
Hello.
and yours truly. However, with us tonight are two very special guests, Eddie
Hello.
and Davis.
Hello.
And our starting topic is the Steam Autumn Sale. Take it away, gentlemen.
It's amazing.
It is just amazing.
I found something really weird that Fallout Fallout 3 and Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition are both on sale, but Fallout 3 is $5.99 and Game of the Year Edition is $4.99. So that's pretty weird.
To sum up the sale in one sentence, ow, my wallet.
Yeah.
Right?
I love the comic that had Steam bursting through the door, and it has a guy on the ground that's like, "No, my wallet."
Yeah, I found that one as well. It was quite funny.
That one
I
was
love
really cool.
it.
And I'm actually super stoked because this gives me the chance. I'm a cheap person, so now I have the chance to pick up a lot of good games. I picked up the complete Counter-Strike collection for $15. Super stoked.
Wow.
That's
Should
great.
Mexican Jesus be completely honest?
Maybe.
Right
He
now
does not
there's-
know what Steam is.
You don't know what Steam
What?
is? Aw, dude, come on.
Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna move on to that. I just want to say that I got 3 games: Mark the Ninja, Cave Story Plus, and Dear Esther. Now let's
Nice.
go back to yelling at Davis.
Okay, one sec. Before we get too far into this, my words might sound a little slurred because I'm wearing my retainer. It sucks.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
now
I
we-
might
He's
I
going
might
to be-
go out. I might go out a bit at times because I have a really bad throat problem
That's
today.
fine.
Oh
Anyway,
God.
okay, now we can yell at Davis.
All right, good. Before everyone
Bring it up,
On
dies.
3. Everyone on 3, we're all going to yell at Davis, okay? One,
One,
two,
2,
three.
Davis!
Oh my
Davis, you're-
God,
What are you
Davis!
doing?
Come on,
Jesus,
Davis, jeez.
Mother of God!
How do you not know what
Slowly
Steam is?
stroking
I mean,
his Mexican Jesus beard. He
You
wonders.
have a beard, dude. I'm jelly.
Yes, I have a beard.
It's
I
not.
doubt
much of a
he
beard.
has a beard. Nathan, you
It's-
have a
it's-
beard. What are you
It's
jelly
like
about?
his Mexican Jesus' beard is more like a pendulette beard.
That's not. I don't even know what a pendulette is.
What? Dude, come
Well,
on.
that's
not
two
gonna
things
know
that you
what
don't know what
anything
are.
You ever heard of Penn and Teller?
Yes.
Penn is pendulette.
Ah, okay. Understandable.
So who wants to
Excuse me.
explain what Steam is?
Is it
Steam is basically the best gaming purchasing gaming purchasing software out there ever.
It's great.
Oh, is it that thingy that has Magica on it?
Yes.
Yes.
It has
Oh, I
almost
love
every
Magica.
PC
I've
game
never
on it.
played it, but I want to. I
It's
love Magica.
great. I love it.
Oh, it's that one thing that has that one very little-known game on it. Yes, I love that.
Precisely.
Very good.
I'm sorry. I've never heard of it until now.
How dare you?
Oh, I bet you've never heard of Half-Life 2 either, huh?
No. No, I
Davis, you
haven't.
can't be part of this podcast.
Yeah, we got
That
Already
is
too
not
important.
these.
That's 3 things too many.
I just
It's like,
Are you American? Are you really American? Or
Yes.
Are you a spy?
if he's Russian,
He's a
better know
Russian
Steam.
spy. He's a
Actually,
Russian
you,
spy.
actually, you know what? He is actually an Irish Mexican.
Ah, I knew it.
Yes,
Irish
yes.
Mexican.
Yeah.
My dad is actually
Yeah,
whiter
Nathan,
than
we had the same
Nathan, and my
reaction.
mom is darker than Michael Jackson.
Michael
It is
Jack
Black
Dark's
Days.
weirdo.
Pre or post surgery?
Pre.
Post.
Oh.
in the middle of.
It's not hard to be
No,
darker
no,
than-
no. Pre-surgery.
Okay.
I would assume pre because post he was whiter than whipped cream.
Yeah, but at that
Yeah.
point,
Ew.
anything is darker than him, so he's right still.
Well,
Yeah.
He's a blend.
Pre-surgery, my dad is like the color of Michael Jackson.
Man.
Damn.
And I'm
No,
like
no,
really
Davis, if you say who is Michael Jackson, you're going to be instantly removed.
dark. I know who Michael Jackson is. Thank you very much.
No, that's
So
Elvis.
we're calling
That's
this
Elvis.
podcast.
Unless you're
I
trying
even know
to
who Elvis
answer a
is.
Jeopardy question.
Elvis is alive.
No, he's not.
Maybe.
He's
Dude,
not.
Tupac
I
is
shot
totally
Elvis.
alive.
He died on the toilet.
I saw Tupac.
The true question is what is the secret recipe to KFC?
43.
Way too
Cats.
much diabetes.
You
Nah,
know
Probably
that
just
you
a
know
bunch
that
of
diabetes
backlard.
guy?
Now, children, to make KFC, you just gotta sprinkle on a little bit of salt, a little bit of love, and 4 gallons of diabetes. That's it.
That's not
And
right.
just a little pinch of American stereotype.
And then all you gotta do is just deep fry it and make it so delicious.
American stereotype.
No, you want to know how they make it? You know that diabetes guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever notice how you never see his feet?
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll
I don't
just
think
let-
I'll
I'll
ever eat a
just let that
KFC
sink
again if
in.
we finish this
I don't know.
conversation.
I'll just let that sink in right there and let you figure out.
That's gross. Now I don't want to ever eat KFC ever again.
Yeah. What the hell did
After
you
that,
do?
See
Ryan
what you've
lost
done. You've
20
ruined KFC for people.
After that, everyone in the world lost 27 pounds.
KFC went out of business.
27.
Obesity is
You're
on the
being
decline.
ridiculous, Cameron.
All thanks to Comfy Pants
27?
Oh, who am I kidding? Obama would probably take it.
Probably.
Oh, racial stereotype.
Oh, now we're getting racist, are we?
Racial
I can't curse,
slur.
but we can be extremely
I ju-
racist.
That's not what? No, not racist.
Speak-
That's a
Speaking of
racist
Obama.
I
stereotype.
meant him. I meant him as the president would take credit for it.
No,
Speaking
No,
of
they
O-
didn't.
not.
No, I
Speaking
did.
of Obama, I don't know remember which county it was in sometime in
I'm gonna go bury my
Colorado.
grave.
7 people registered to vote, but there were over 900 votes counted, all for Obama.
For real?
See, I still think that's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that information, but there's no way that
wait.
7 people registered and 900 votes were put in. That doesn't make sense.
Is there
No matter
anybody
how you
in this
spin
Skype call who
It's
was
rigged.
against Obama and was for Romney?
No, I hate Romney.
No,
So.
I didn't like either of the candidates.
I don't like either one.
Matt?
It's like telling the difference between 2 cow pies. You
All right,
can't tell which is better.
let's not get into this. It's
Yeah, it's
getting
probably
too
not a very
political.
good idea.
Yeah, nobody
Hold on,
likes
hold
the
on.
political sides of
talking about
podcasts.
diabetes is a-okay, but getting into the politics,
Whoa,
that's where we
buddy.
draw
We're
the
just gonna
line.
lose about 3/4 of our viewers
It's okay,
Oh,
that's
well.
natural.
because
We-
of
we've
our
already
view-
we've already
views.
lost a lot of our viewers because we were making some racial slurs in the first one.
Did you see the first podcast? There's a reason why it's only got 12 views.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
about
know.
mine.
Mine has
Mine's
like
got
50.
yeah, I was gonna say mine's got like 50 at this point.
I don't know how much mine has. I didn't even look.
Let
Let's
me
check.
pull it up really quick. I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious.
See mine up.
I've-
to date
I've
right
never
now,
done
I've
a
got
podcast.
56 views on mine right now.
Now I gotta look because you guys are jerks. Hold on.
This is
I
the first
only
time I've
have
ever done
31,
anything
I'm
that's
sorry.
going to be
I only
online.
have 31 views.
Well,
Which one?
everybody
Oh, I'm
checks
sorry.
their Comfy Pants podcast.
My Trouble in Terrorist
going
Town got
to-
61 views.
I'm
Nice.
going to refresh my Twitter at FragSandwich1. Shameless self plug.
Mine has 13.
13.
Yeah.
Mine has 0 because it's non-existent.
It's only got 13 views because I'm Duke Nukem.
I'm Duke Nukem.
I've got
and
bowls of
bowls
steel.
steel.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
balls of... Oh my god, the next 30 minutes is just us going, I've got balls of steel.
Oh,
Okay,
Balls,
guys,
balls,
guys.
balls.
All right,
Let's
guys,
be
guys.
honest here. Matt, hang on a second. Hang on a
Okay,
second. Let's be
okay.
honest. Really quick, I just want to say that I really like World of Warcraft. It's probably the best
Hey.
game.
There's
It's-
no need to mock me, Nathan.
It's
Come on.
Fraggy. I remember our raid last Tuesday, and it was probably the best raid I've ever been in, because we killed Lich King. Can you believe we killed Lich
Nobody
King?
does that. Or nobody does that raid anymore, Nathan.
That's a lie. I did it last
That is a
Tuesday
lie.
with
I
you.
killed Lich King last week.
I killed Lich King last Tuesday, and we got lots of loot. and it's amazing.
You
I
guys,
know.
Yeah, we got
you
epics
guys,
for our level
you guys
90s,
don't know
Nathan.
where it's at, okay? I killed Litzing every single day since that thing came out, okay? That was not an easy feat to do.
I was the
Is that-
number one. I was the number one guild on the server. Kill this king, guys.
Who else is in the
SMD.
dark about this entire conversation? I have no idea what they're saying.
Nobody.
That's funny.
It's just you and
understand
Ryan.
Freaking
very
noobs,
well
man.
what they're saying.
You have
Do
to be a
you,
wild
Cameron?
nerd.
I'm sitting here doing the Skype equivalent of just politely nodding my head.
He's the guy sitting in the background saying, indubitably.
Indubitably. Good sir.
Bully!
Would you like some scotch for your crumpets?
Yes.
Bully!
Speaking of food, so hey everybody,
I have
happy
a passionate
Thanksgiving.
love for it.
It is the night before Thanksgiving, but I'm telling everybody
Happy.
now, 'cause I'm
Oh, it's
not gonna
actually
see anyone
Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving
It's-
in the East Coast. So happy
Yep, it's-
Thanksgiving.
I can't wait to
It's
celebrate
Thanksgiving over
obligated
here.
sharing. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait to
Obligated
celebrate
sharing. I think
gluttony.
you mean
Woo!
obligated eating.
I'm looking forward to my pumpkin pie cheesecake.
Ooh,
I'm looking forward
you had
to
go there,
anything
didn't you?
sweet.
Everyone's
Okay.
going
Yes.
to Davis.
Cranberry sauce is good.
So, hey,
no,
guys.
cranberry. Ew.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting sweet potato souffle.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
man.
Oh yes.
I can't wait for my turkey sandwiches.
Oh yes.
Well, I think it's safe to say we lost everyone in Kenya.
All right, hey, all right, hey guys.
That's horrible.
All right, guys. Since it's not too far from the loots from World of Warcraft, let's talk about video game treasures.
Oh, I see what you did there for a segue. I'll pick this up. This up.
So apparently,
I'll
there's
pick
I'm
this
try-
up.
I'm trying to talk about this. Okay, I know that you. I know you want to talk about it, but I'm talking right now.
I just shot a rubber band 20 feet.
And
Alright.
that's his contribution to the podcast.
Okay.
Wait. On the topic of food, I enjoy long romantic walks to the fridge.
Nice. Okay. So apparently, there's certain games that are worth quite a bit of money. Like for
Yeah,
the
like
ori-
the
if you
Halo
get-
triple pack.
yeah, on the original Xbox. Also from the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, if you get Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, that's price range from $25 to $100.
I used to have that game.
Jesus Christ, how many versions of Metal Gear 3 are there?
I don't know, but for the PlayStation 2, the limited edition is anywhere from $100 to $500.
Okay, no,
No, no,
way.
no,
that
this
can
is
be
Metal-
legit.
That's Metal Gear 3 Substance Limited Edition.
Well, talking about expensive games, like I read in a Game Informer that there was a Nintendo game that sold for over like $2,000.
Wait. I think
Well, that's-
there's a list of about 10 things here, and I think this is the 10th. The most ridiculous, and it's actually quite
Excuse me.
ridiculous. GameCube component cables, $100 to $150.
Dude,
Like, who would want that?
no, you don't even.
Like,
get
I
this.
know my lower school has like 50 GameCubes, so they've got to have at least
No,
3
no,
of
no.
these.
You don't even understand. When I read this article, I was so mad at myself, dude. I had a set of those that I sold at a garage sale with the GameCube and like 4 controllers for $10.
Derp,
Oh.
derpity, derp.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that
I
Steel
lost it.
Battalion for Xbox, $100 to $700.
Yeah, it looks like a limited edition though, because it's
Skrilla.
got the big ammo case.
I'm not gonna lie, this Steel Battalion controller looks freaking sexy.
It
Does
does.
it?
That looks like a plane control thing.
I, think it
I
was
would
a
like
mech
when you're-
controller,
I could find
actually.
myself playing so many games with that just to play games with that.
Right?
Cool. Wouldn't you only be able to play it with Steel Battalions? Is that what it's designed for?
Well, since
Oh.
it's for the Xbox, I don't know. I would.
Well, I guess
would
that's
spend
like
money.
saying. Okay,
I would
yeah,
spend
never
money
mind.
to find a way to get it to work on the PC.
Kingdom. Oh, look at this one. Kingdoms of Amular Reckoning Collector's Edition for the Xbox 360. Price range $500 to $1,000.
Nice.
That is
I
the
would buy
most
that for
expensive one on this
$1,200.
list. What is it?
It's freaking a game that you buy.
Kingdoms of Amular. Amular? That's
Amular. Supposedly it's really good. I've never played it though. I wouldn't buy it for $1,000.
What is Amalar?
It's probably the region. I don't know. I've never
Amalar.
played it, but it's supposedly
Kingdoms
it's a
of
really good one.
Amalar.
It's like Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate
Speaking
was
of
really
video
good.
games,
Kingdoms of Amalur. Oh yeah, that's that EA game that came out recently, trying to rival Skyrim.
Right.
Well, nothing's
can't
gonna
rival
rival Sky. You can't rival Bethesda. Come on.
Yeah, you really.
Well,
can't.
I never got into Skyrim.
Speaking of Bethesda, you guys gonna do that Elder Scrolls Online?
That looks really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
I want to
Well,
try it.
I haven't seen anything from it.
I would probably
saw
do
the-
a trial before I played the actual game.
Yeah, I would play the trial, definitely. I don't think I would buy the game until I at least play the trial. That's what I hated about Star Wars: The Old Republic, is that they didn't have a trial.
That game, no, that
You're not
game
gonna get a trial
sucked.
from this.
That game was a
It's-
complete WoW clone, Nate.
Well, it was, but I heard that the story was great. But I mean,
Story
I
was
wanted
great.
to play WoW
I-
again. I just didn't want to play WoW.
I'm
The-
gonna take
the-
a drink of my liquids really quick.
The
WoW's gotten,
you know
like,
the whole
really
talking
dumbed down
system,
and
the
boring.
whole like turn-based talking system type thing,
Yeah.
Nate. That was cool at first. That was cool for from like 1 to 10, and then once I had to do it every single time I wanted to pick up a quest, it started to get really annoying for me,
Oh,
and that's
that's
pretty much
stupid.
when I quit.
Well, it works. Like it's all
It
certain-
didn't
But
work. though. It
every
went free to play
single
2
time
months
you
after
see-
it released.
Every single
Oh.
time you see a side quest you
Oh, I
want,
thought we
you
were still
have
talking
to
about
go
WoW.
through that whole conversation.
Oh no! WoW is the leading MMO. I mean, it always
Yeah,
has
I-
been.
Yeah,
alright,
WoW,
yeah.
And
WoW
it's
has
not,
always
it's not
been.
leading now.
Yes,
Why
it
is
is.
it not leading now?
No, I just read my new Game Informer, and WoW got dropped by one of the Star Wars games.
No way.
Which one?
No,
Yep.
not possible.
I don't know. Hold up.
No, not
Let me
in
go get
paying.
my
You
Game
don't have
Informer
to
and
pay
I'll
for.
tell
You don't have to pay for Star Wars: The Old Republic anymore.
Well, you
that's-
don't have
Yeah,
to pay-
that's
that's-
probably the
I'll
only
be right
reason.
back.
Guild Wars 2 is the same way. I want to try Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2
that
was,
free?
Well,
was that was well you
No,
have
no,
to buy
the
it. It's
Guild
60
Wars
and then
games pride
there's no-
themselves with just being one-time payment, just $20, and you get the game.
Well, no, that's
Well,
Guild
it's a
Wars
newer
1.
game,
Guild
so
Wars
it's
2 is 60.
Oh yeah, well, true.
I got Guild
win
Wars
this
2 on
time.
release date. That game was fantastic when it came out. That game is really good. But
I
I
heard the
prefer
end game
WoW
is
to it.
terrible, but I mean, I don't want to play it for the end game. I hardly ever did
Well,
raids in WoW
you know-
as is.
Nathan, you know
It's
how
really a
they
game
said
you
there
gotta
will be
play
no
with
grinding.
friends. It's not fun.
You know how they said there will be no grinding?
Yeah.
Well, there's these things called hearts, or that's what people call them at least. And you go to these places, and these people have tasks for you to do. And I don't know, one of them in the Nord places, you have to save like 10 birds and bring them back to the nest. Okay, so you do that once. You think it's cool because you don't do that in every game. Then you do basically the same thing again in about 2 levels. And then it just
Oh, that's stupid.
becomes a complete grind because you're always doing hearts because you have to get to a certain level to do your main story quests. And you're not at that level because it always raises it by about 2 between each quest. So you have to go do the hearts, and then you have to do other areas, but you get achievements for that. Not really important though. You have to go to other starting areas, and it scales you down levels. And it's just it's not well designed. I don't like
That sounds
Alright,
weird.
well, I couldn't find that article, but like, this isn't word for word, but it was all like, WoW like held like the champion spot for MMO sellings for like 6 or 7 years.
It's
like
it's
this year-
the 8th year anniversary is in 2 days.
Well, yeah, but like in this year, like it got beat out by one of the by like the newest Star Wars game or something.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason it got beat out is because now it's free to play.
Yeah, that's the only reason I would even see it ever
And
being
I-
beat out.
And I bet it's just because people wanted to check it out. I bet it's
Well,
not real subscriptions.
Okay, check this out. I think we can finally say this. I think that the new indicator that a game has kind of gone over the hill, you know what I'm talking about there, is not that they've shut down their servers like it used to be. Like, because a game would come out, it'd be really big, they'd announce like a million subscribers a couple months or like a month in, and then the next month all the servers but like 3 are gone. I think the new way we can tell when a game has kind of just has gone past its prime is when it goes free to play.
And that is Star Wars: The Old Republic.
And yeah,
I disagree.
Really?
why is that?
Because they're
like,
still still bringing content to it, and they're still having the servers going. They're just opening
Right,
their
but
market
patches-
to the peop-
Right, but the game's not, the quality isn't going to be as good. They're not going to work as hard because they're not getting paid as much because the game is free to play.
Are you
So
kidding?
the content is not
Are
going to be as
you
good.
kidding me?
Yeah, I have
The
to.
free to
but-
play thing, or rather pay to play with some people nowadays, it really makes a big buck.
Yeah,
Like-
especially that thing that I call freemium, where it's free to play, but you pay to get the cool stuff. That
I hate-
But that's-
I hate
that's
the
not
pay to win
in Star
games.
Wars.
It's not. I thought it was.
No, you don't pay for anything in Star Wars. It's literally a free-to-play game. You buy the game, it's free.
It's
Now.
completely free now.
Yeah, there's no freemium stuff. There's nothing like that.
That's cool.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I'm going to go download Star Wars The Old Republic then.
Well, you have
You
to
have
pay.
fun
But yeah, I
with
have
that.
to-
So long, everyone. I'll be gone.
I have to
in 3
disagree
years.
with the free-to-play thing because WoW right now, like, it's dying. It really is
It's
dying.
not.
Like, they've-
Davis,
Oh,
it's
God.
not.
I've been in like guilds that have quit that game because they've made it so easy to do everything.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's just,
that's an opening for new players, Davis.
It's
They're
making the
welcoming new
game.
people.
It's
It may
making
be-
the game much more public, and they're making it easier for new players to an MMO to pick up, and it makes sense for them to gain more money.
Yeah, come
And
on.
also,
Davis.
the end game is actually a challenge. Like there's
The end game
tons
is
of different
really
ways.
good.
Yeah,
End
the
game
end
is
game
really
in
good.
WoW has always been fantastic. They always do end game stuff. The first, however you're leveling up is always easy. That's how it always has been. Other than in vanilla. I mean, in vanilla you had to key for everything, and that was annoying. But
Yeah,
And besides,
vanilla sucked.
Blizzard's
so
been
much.
getting really ballsy with the whole World of Warcraft thing. With Cataclysm, they basically destroyed the world, rebuilt.
I know, because they wanted something to work on.
Oh,
They wanted to rebuild it.
I have to agree though about the ballsy comment because let's face it, Mists of Pandaria.
that's not true. That's not true.
It is not. It's actually been around.
That's
since
actually
Warcraft.
Miss Pandaria has been, in my opinion, and plenty of other WoW players. It's not just me. Trust me. It has been the best expansion so far.
And it's
It's-
actually been around since Warcraft.
It's funny
It's-
because most people's argument with that was that, oh my god, they're bringing in pandas and they can do kung fu. Are you seriously Kung Fu Panda?
It was.
But unfortunately-
wasn't it
It's
originally
not
kinda
that
like
game.
an
That
anime?
is not a joke. Pandas have always been in Warcraft.
Yes,
Is
they
it-
have been
is
in
the
Warcraft since
Pandaren.
Warcraft 3.
I'm
And
just
they're
wondering
like
then
a,
why didn't they bring them in sooner? Like it's a very
Why didn't-
convenient time to bring them in. I think.
Why didn't they bring in- why didn't they
Tremaine?
bring in the-
Blood Elf sooner? Why didn't they bring in freaking?
What about,
Wolf,
the Emerald-
What are they called?
The
Worgans.
Lycans or Gargans, yeah.
What about the Emerald Dream? Why didn't it's like saying why didn't they bring in the Emerald Dream earlier?
Right. They brought in the Emerald Dream, like the actual Emerald Dream, in Cataclysm, and it's been around forever. Like even in Vanilla, they were talking.
there's no
about it, they
Emerald
just never
Dream
have you
right now.
experience it.
The Emerald Dream is just you can glitch out of the world, or you could.
Honestly, the most thing I'm looking forward to in WoW probably is being able to kick Hellscream's ass.
Hellscream.
Hellscream.
I hate
He's
him.
so annoying. I remember.
He's a
Yeah, I
douche.
can't wait for the final raid pack where you kill him.
And then
That-
Thor, not Thor. I'm sorry.
Thor.
Thrall.
Thrall gets resurrected.
Thrall's not dead.
No, Thrall. Yeah, Thrall's still there. He's just off doing
Oh,
his
he's
own
the
little
shaman.
thing.
That's right. Who's the one that died? Karen Bloodhoof, right?
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
He's
God,
a shaman too.
it's
isn't
funny
he?
how I remember all this stupid crap.
Isn't Karen a shaman?
Yeah, he was a shaman.
Am I
then
the
Thrall
only
took
one
over.
that kind of just did quests to get money for beer and just ran around naked at the
Naked and drunk.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Dude,
You are
Brewfest was
not.
amazing.
Brewfest
I
is always
basically
fun.
traveled the land testing different beers.
That's what one of the achievements is now.
Living the
But
life.
in WoW, people kept telling me that I was playing for the wrong reasons because all I wanted to do was raid. But like, I'm always broke in that game because I don't want to farm. I don't want to do quests. I don't want to do dailies. And then people are all like, well, "You're
Questing
playing
is
the game for
always
the."
my favorite.
They're like, "You're playing the game for the wrong reasons." I'm like, I just want to raid. I just want to raid and become the best. That's all I want to do. And they're all like, "That's all
Like
you
no
do
one
now."
ever was.
The very best.
And no one ever was.
No Pokemon. Oh my God.
Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Okay,
Pokemon!
All across the land, searching far and wide. There's
Copyright
Pokemon to
infringement.
understand.
The power that's inside.
Now I can't monetize this because
I
just-
didn't
That
know
wasn't
Pokemon
30
was
seconds,
relevant.
and it wasn't even the real song.
I
Nathan.
hated Pokemon when I was little.
Actually, it
I was
was a
more
real
of
song
a
as the original.
I was more of a Dragon Ball Z.
I know,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
but we didn't have
I
the
was
whole
big
Oh
on
background
god!
music.
Oh god! No! Get away from the Dragon Ball Z topic. Get away!
No,
Get away!
no,
Get
no,
away!
no,
Get away!
no,
Get
no,
away!
no,
Get
No,
away!
no,
Get
no,
away!
okay,
no.
I love
If we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, I will go on for years.
No!
Oh, boy.
Go away from Dragon
No.
Ball Z.
Is,
love
is
it.
this a
Ryan will
good
rage.
or a bad go away from Dragon Ball Z?
It's
It's
Ryan
obviously
will
a bad.
rage.
Okay, let's avoid the rage then.
I'm resisting.
We don't need Ryan to yell, Davis. Just shut up.
all right, we'll avoid
What
that.
was?
So,
So,
speaking of cartoons, did you hear about the Smurfette, the original voice for Smurfette?
Another
died?
good segue.
He's segueing all over the place. Yeah, I actually did see that. I think
Yeah.
that was nuts. I mean, that's crazy, dude. A lot of the old cartoons
what
are
happened?
just getting to the point where it's like we don't have anything from our generation anymore.
Cartoons suck now. They used to be really good. Now they're just
I-
like boxing.
Lucy Bliss, the
Hold on,
voice of
hold on.
Smurfette and several
I
other
love
iconic
Adventure
cartoon
Time.
characters, died last week at the age of 96 from natural causes. Katy Perry played Smurfette in the feature film, but Bliss was the original blue-hued babe. That is... what?
She also played Anastasia on Cinderella. She played some parts in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That
Did she
show
really?
was horrible.
Yep,
I
she was
hated
also
that
in
show.
The Secret of Nim, and she also played Elroy Jetson in The Jetsons.
No way.
She also played.
She did
Crusader
Elroy?
She also played Crusader Rabbit.
what
Well,
is-
Timmy Turner was played by a woman.
Yeah, and so was Bart Simpson. They were the same
Yep.
people.
And so was Tommy
And
in the Rugrats.
And,
and
I
then
think
so-
Jimmy Neutron
and-
as well.
And that same woman was on My Little Pony.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah,
Very
I'm.
strong.
Am I the only brony in here? Probably.
Yeah, you
I know what a brony is, and I don't know if you're an extreme brony or just like a regular brony.
When you say
it's
extreme
disgusting.
brony, what do you mean by here? Yeah, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Why don't you go ahead and type it for the
No,
sake
do
of
you know
PG?
what? Just know. Let me know if you know what this is. Clopping. Do you know what that is?
No, no, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, well, I'll type this in because I don't.
I have
don't
to
wanna
go
say
look it up now.
All right, this is bad, but yeah,
I don't
I'll
know
be
what
honest,
clopping
though.
is either.
I'll be honest with you. I did watch one episode.
Oh
of the
yes,
very
I
first
have
episode.
heard of that, Nathan. I didn't know it was called that though, and no, I don't do that.
Okay, that's good.
No one reads.
I-
it out loud.
Yeah, no, that's probably a very bad idea if we're trying to keep this
That's
PG.
not good. That's just not good.
I don't know.
It's morally incorrect.
Don't
To all
Google
you
this.
children out there watching, please
Do not clop.
Google this.
Yes.
Do
Right?
not clop.
Instead, Google blue waffle.
No, don't do
And
that.
then
Don't do
then
that.
go to
Hey, guys,
Oh my God.
guys, meetspin.com.
No, no,
Clownsong.net.
No.
no.
And you know,
Do you-
what,
do you
while you're
guys
at it,
know what
just
clown
delete
song
System
is?
32.
Yeah, you know.
Oh god.
It's a good
What?
time.
What? What,
Play the
Cameron?
Scary Maze game.
And if you're just gonna do that, why not just throw your computer out the window while you're at it?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
before you
Yeah,
do,
you might as
remember
well
to
just
send
kill yourself, 'cause that's what
$5,000
you're
in your
doing
bank
with
account
all
to
these
those Iranian
things.
princes.
Right?
no, screw the Iranian princess. Send it to Comfy Pants
you-
Podcast, P.O. Box.
Guys.
Your mother's house.
I
Guys.
don't have a P.O. box.
Guys,
I'm
guys,
gonna need a PO box.
do you know what
eventually.
clown song is?
I
Never heard
don't
of
want to
I
know.
don't-
Okay, I'm going to type it, because
Since we're talking about weird things, look up Old Greg.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
on Greg.
I'm Old Greg.
That is insane. You showed me that the other day, dude, and that had me just. I was laughing at certain parts, and then I was so creeped out that I just kind of had to pause it and think to
Do you
myself,
love me?
what have I gotten myself
Yeah,
into?
I showed my dad a little bit ago, and he tried closing out of it. I said, no, keep watching. And he did, and after it finished, he goes, that was 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Do you
Not
love
that
me?
there's
Okay.
anything wrong with
Do you
that.
love me? Do you
Wink,
do?
wink, nudge, nudge.
Do you love me?
look at the Skype chat. Guys, look at the Skype chat.
Not that
Wow.
there's anything wrong with spending over 30 minutes of your time watching or listening to something.
Might as well do the Comfy Pants Podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Get
Guys,
enlightened.
go look at the Skype chat.
Eddie, that's not good.
I haven't seen it. I've heard that this was reported to me.
Whoa.
I've never seen that.
Oh man, Eddie.
You
dude,
do you know what?
that's just
Da,
too
da, da,
far.
da, 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 that's what the clown song is. That.
What is that
Oh my
business?
God.
Don't Google any of
No,
this. For those that
yeah.
are listening, don't Google any of this.
Yeah,
like, it's
don't
a
do
horrible
it.
thing.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
why
Hey,
don't you
it's
just
better.
censor
It's
that
better
last-
that I typed it than saying it, Matt.
Ryan, just censor that last part out or something.
Yeah,
Just
don't
say
worry.
for the protection of the viewer, we blurred this.
Ryan,
Okay,
cut
so now that we're talking about some weird things that no one should look at, let's talk about the banned products that have been happening.
that. Oh,
Hammock
yeah.
was banned, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Lawn darts.
Okay, am I the only one who ever played with lawn darts as a kid?
I've
Yes.
never had one ever.
What?
I think
I can understand why hammocks are being banned. Cause like, I have a cousin who thought
No,
he
you
could
don't.
spin with a hammock that was tied around his neck.
What?
I mean, my
Wow.
cousin is kind of special, like special with quotations. He thought he could spin if he started twirling around and then jumping off of a chair, and he kind of was hanging himself.
Was he
Oh my
really?
God.
Yes.
Okay, Ryan, you're gonna have to blur that out too.
Maybe. Okay, so
Alright,
also
okay,
they're trying to ban fondue sets.
What?
What the hell? It's just cheese. Come on.
Yeah.
I know. I love fondue.
I know, right?
Also, they're trying to
Oh,
remove.
it says
You know,
many a
guys-
cheese-filled
guys-
evening went
guys,
wrong
you're-
when the
you're taking
plastic
this
ring
the-
surrounding the top of Trudeau Corporation's fondue pot started to crack, ending in burned hands and carpets. For a few months in early 2002, the defective fondue sets were sold in major retail stores such as Target.
Yeah, you guys,
you know-
there's nothing to worry about this. This is just a specific company's thing. This happened back in 2002. It's not something to worry about. And like it says, it's just for specific products, and they've most likely fixed them by now.
and
Well,
also another one is electric blankets.
You know why they banned the fondue sets, right? They said that they
people-
were cracking, and it's because the carpets were getting burned. I mean,
Guys.
God save the carpets.
Yeah, right.
What
You
about
can't have that.
What's
Slip
that
and slide.
specifically?
I know. I think I can. I understand why slip and slide was banned. And
No.
One-
No,
one
no,
time-
No,
I'm
no,
s-
no, no,
uh-uh.
no.
Cutting you
Slip
off.
and slide. No.
No slip and slide ban. I am gonna cut you off right there. No. Slip and slide.
well, I was at a friend's
no.
birthday one time, and his sister went on the slip and slide, and there was a rock under it that she didn't know about, so it gashed her right up her thigh.
Okay, now.
Well, that's why you're supposed to clear it out before
And
you
that's
lay
the
it
fault
down.
of the consumer. It's not the fault of slip and slide.
Exactly.
It's the idiots who literally put the slip and slide on a rocky hill and are like, yeah, this sounds like a great idea. We won't get hurt. And then they
What's-
die because their head split open because they
You have
ran
to-
into a rock.
Yeah,
Once
because you
again,
have to
guys,
clear everything out.
Once again, this isn't something that's really going on right now. Like it says right here, the CPSC didn't ban the Whammo brand slides, which sold 9 million units from 1961 to 1992. But the organization advised that only children should use them. This
Alright,
is
here-
really old news.
Yeah. Here's another one. Bunk beds.
Oh, you know why
Bunk beds
they...
are understandable.
I actually have something to say about bunk beds, too. It's because of Stupid Step Brothers. He could have died.
That movie was fantastic.
That movie
I had-
That
great.
movie was fantastic.
You need to
I'll
stop
just keep
having-
my mouth shut.
Yeah. Okay. You should
Did you
stop
guys
having
not
bunk
like
beds.
it?
You should stop having bunk beds when you hit about 100 pounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
like,
fine. I'll just go
Well,
end my childhood.
discriminating against the fat kids, are we, Ryan?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Taking
Ryan hates obese Americans. New headline of Fox News tomorrow. I dropped a thumbtack and I can't find it.
Or at
Hopefully I
least
don't
reinforce
step
them
on
with
it.
a board or some steel rods. That's what I did.
You know what? I gotta agree with Ryan here. Bunk beds a little dangerous once you reach a certain age. Those things are just even if it's not just even it's not even just like it's gonna fall in there thing. It's just that kids are stupid, and I speak from personal experience because I was a very dumb child. And
Okay, so
I believe it.
yeah, it's just
Here-
we do stupid things when we're young.
yeah, okay. Now here's one that is completely the fault of just stupid people. Okay.
Deep fryer.
Yeah, deep fryers.
Yep.
Hold on. In their defense, I actually happen to have a deep fryer, and it does leak a lot. We have
Wait,
to
I haven't read
surround it
any
with-
of these. Let me read this.
We have to surround it with tin foil, and for safety reasons, we keep it in a trash bag when we're not using it.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
to throw it away, but to
I
keep
have
it.
a deep fryer and it's never leaked ever for like the last like 6 years.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it might be just a lot of the other stuff because a lot of this is really old news.
Which is weird
Yeah.
because this was on the front page of Yahoo like a week ago.
Well, three
Exactly.
things we completely neglected here. Beanbag chairs.
Bull.
We missed Bucky
I
balls
grew.
and Bucky
I was
cubes.
born in a beanbag chair. okay?
And
Right.
we didn't. Oh wait, no, that's
Well,
it.
Bucky
We-
balls, come on. Of course, they're dangerous. They're little tiny.
Well, yeah, you
little
could
balls.
swallow them.
Yeah, but you could
What's a
swallow
bucky ball?
everything in the world. Like little kids, if you want to swallow it, you're gonna swallow it, and that's your own damn fault. I gotta say that.
No, I mean if you're under 5, you have no clue what you're putting into your mouth. I mean, come on, man.
That's not true because I know a lot of 5-year-olds that actually speak better than most high schoolers nowadays.
Yeah.
Still, they
That
don't know
could-
what they're putting in their mouth.
Two things.
Then
One, that
again,
could
most
just be-
adults don't either.
Yeah, that's true.
So
adults aren't very
I guess
smart
roll
anymore.
for the ban of buckyballs.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm
Just
definitely.
don't
And
let
Bucky's
stick-
balls.
I'm a fan of parents enforcing the recommended age rules, but I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
banning things just because a few stupid parents bought.
Okay,
their
what are
kids
water
something.
rockets?
All right, now speaking of things being removed, how about Gassy Mexican from the Creatures?
Segway.
Wait, I had a question about water rockets, Ryan. What
We
are
don't-
they?
Oh, we're just
There
getting
are
into
things
the
you
obvious
use, have them.
here.
Okay.
What?
What's
So
the obvious?
You guys know more about Gassy Mexican than I do, so I'll just step out of this one.
All right.
Yeah, I've never watched
Here.
Gassy Mexican
It's
ever.
mainly
Here,
just
here.
because
I
of a
think
couple
I
of
think we should let
disagreements.
Ryan and Nathan talk about this one because they know the most.
Yeah,
They
it's
actually met him.
Yeah, it's actually mainly just a couple of disagreements between him and a couple of other people. I mean, I don't think you should remove someone just because you have a disagreement
Well,
with them, you know?
well, let's go into specifics here because there is a lot that went into this. Now,
Well, yeah.
okay, so Gassy Mexican, Dan Kutra, or Jordan, Nova, Sly, and Seamus, also Z and Spoonerism, all of those guys are the Creatures. Now, Kutra, Dan, Nova, Seamus, and Gassy Mexican all moved to Colorado.
You
where
missed
me and
Sly.
Rhino Saucers live. I said Sly. Sly hasn't moved to Colorado yet. He's going to though. Now those 5 guys or whatever, without Sly, moved to Colorado. They got the Creature House, which is an amazing house. I'm sure they all split the rent and all that stuff, but that's not important. And they were living together for a while. And I guess Dan's News and Gassy Mexican had a little bit of a falling out. Now, this was becoming an issue during their work, their job, the Creatures, YouTube and everything else. It was becoming an issue. They were, bickering or whatever, and they put on a face for their fans. They were like, oh, all buddy-buddy during videos.
And a perfect example of this face, may I interject, is in the behind-the-scenes at YouTube, the behind-the-scenes video of that. It was Dan, Kutra, and Gassy, and they were all being completely friendly.
Yeah,
And
they were being
they
completely
said
friendly, but stuff
that
was
the
going on.
problem started when they started moving in.
Yes.
So that was totally a mask.
Yes,
and
it
Bunny
was a
Bus.
mask. It was a mask, and I mean, you couldn't tell during videos, and a couple people said that they picked up on it. But I mean, really, it's comments on YouTube, so I mean, how can those be really relevant?
Yeah, I don't usually trust those.
But anyways, so they
I
were having
blame
some
Yoko
issues, and it was becoming an issue for the business or the group in general. So Dan and Kutra decided to, talk to Gassy. They talked to him on several occasions. They said, "Hey, man, your personality is a little bit, different than ours, and we're butting heads a little bit. Can you change a little bit?" And you can't really change a person, but
Is that what they talked about?
Yeah, they talked to him multiple times, saying,
Is that what about though?
yeah, it was
When-
a personality issue, and it was an issue with Dan and Gassy Mexican as friends or whatever.
Oh.
But they tried to fix it, and it didn't work. So Dan and Kutra decided to have a group vote, and Gassy ended up being kicked out of the Creatures. Now, I mean, Gassy is still friends with Sly and all of those guys, and he may even still be cool with Kutra and Dan. But
He said that he wishes him the best, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't see himself working with him.
no, he doesn't see himself working with them. Obviously, I mean, he actually is playing a game right now. I can't remember what game. I think it's Need for Speed. With Z. Z is in there.
Yeah, so possibilities of him joining the Derp crew.
It could be that. I mean, Sea Nanners, Eat My Addiction, Chilled Chaos.
Z.
Junkyard.
Z. Junkyard, is he part of it?
No, I don't like Junkyard.
I think he still hangs around him a little bit.
I don't
haven't seen
think
him in
he's
videos lately.
officially part. I mean, he still hangs around him. I don't think he's part of the. I don't think he's part of the Derp crew though.
Yeah, speaking of little groups here, Gassy Mexican, a message to you if you want to join our little group of me, Matt, Nathan, and Cameron. Feel free.
You are more than welcome here anytime, Gassy.
I don't mean to
Shameless
put us down.
plug.
I don't mean to put us down,
Shameless
but I
plug.
highly doubt that's going to happen.
Well,
Yeah,
but
that's what
still,
I was thinking.
You gotta put out the invitation,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
men
Guys,
can
met
drink.
him at a mall.
Yeah,
I
gotta let
agree.
you gotta let yourselves known.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, it's highly doubtful. I mean, he's playing with, like, Sea Nanners and Eat My Addiction and stuff. Oh, LOL Renee, too. She's hilarious.
Lol,
Yeah,
right?
she's funny.
But that's his girlfriend, so that's pretty much a given.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. I mean, she could have very well done her own channel thing, but she, chooses
She
to
does.
do
She has her own
gassy
channel.
stuff, which sounds way wrong now that I say it.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting pretty close to the end here, so we gotta try and wrap this up. Let's talk about our last topic about bailing someone out of jail and other crimes and different sentences and whatnot.
Great, I
Okay.
really wanted to talk about Skyfall. So,
Wait, what?
If you want to talk about Skyfall real quick, go
all
ahead.
right, we got the conflicting comments going on right now. Right now, Eddie and Dan want to talk about Black Ops. Ryan wants to
Mew.
talk
Oh,
about jails.
I never said I wanted to talk about Black Ops. You asked what it
And did
was.
you just call me Dan?
Yeah, you did.
Oh boy, that's embarrassing.
Dan.
I don't want to talk about Black Ops.
Okay, so let's talk about different bailing
Let
people out of
Cameron
jail
talk.
and
He's
whatnot.
probably talked the least in this.
You know-
No. I talked too much last podcast.
Well, people like listening to your voice, though. I'll tell this story really quickly, just because I think you guys might get a kick out of it. The other day, I was hanging out at the bus stop after class ended, and I got a text message from a good friend of mine. Maybe you guys know her. I won't say her name, but I'll type it. I'll tell you what. And she says to me, "Hey, are you
Never
free
heard
today?"
of
And I'm
her.
like, "Well, I got a couple things I was gonna do, but maybe." And she says, "All right, well, I'll get straight to the point. I need to ask you a huge favor. I need you to help me bail somebody out of jail." Not exactly the best conversation starter, huh?
Yeah,
I've heard
not,
better.
Not very good.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, she's a good friend, so I was like, okay, I'll give her a hand here. And so we went to go do this. I tell you guys, it's worse than the DMV in so many ways. It's not even funny. Like, it is the most boring place in the world. You think a jailhouse would have some kind of, like, interesting features to it? No, it is the most boring place I've ever been.
Yeah, it probably
Well, that's
go
on
pretty
purpose.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's on purpose, but, like, I'm walking
Well,
through
yeah,
those
because they
halls.
don't want the prisoners to enjoy their stay by any stretch of the imagination.
Now, okay, I'm not saying that, but at the same time, walking through those halls, I was there for about 10 minutes. I felt like I was going to go insane. It was just the most bland.
Well,
and,
then
like,
imagine
thing.
an insane asylum. Everything is white. There's no color.
Doesn't bother me.
I don't know. There tends to be a certain amount of red sometimes. Lines it out.
Right.
I like color. I don't think I could handle an insane
I
asylum.
like it when the red water comes out.
Salad fingers.
Do not mention salad fingers.
Oh,
I just
salad
discovered that.
fingers is horrible. Now, Ryan, you have to take that out
Okay,
too.
hang on. What is salad fingers?
We don't
Okay.
need to ruin more lives. No, don't tell him. We
Salad
don't need to
fingers
ruin
isn't
more
bad.
lives.
It's actually somewhat of an
It isn't bad.
artistic,
What the hell
terrible
is wrong
thing.
with you, Nathan?
It's interesting. It's an animation. that this
Horrible.
guy
What is
made.
wrong with you?
It's
Quiet,
an
let me
animation
speak.
that this
It's one
guy
of those
made.
Newgrounds classics.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's. Do you remember albinoblacksheep.com?
No.
I do.
Okay, well, let me explain Albino Black Sheep. Basically, it was a place where deviants went and posted just the strangest of freaking animations and scary pictures and stuff.
Okay.
It was kind of like your Reddit or something like that, but more for like animation. It's
Okay.
where Ambogas and Whoopier came from. Ambogas and Whoopier, that's where it came from.
Never heard of that either.
Oh God, you need to spend
Me
more time
neither.
on the internet. So Salad Fingers is this deviant little way of telling a story. Now it's this misshapen slender man, for lack of a better word, who has salad as fingers, and it's so. There's like no way to explain it. It's so interesting.
It's
I think
it's
it's
as
salad.
if
The world he lives in reminds me of a very dull Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a perfect
essentially
example.
it's as if it's Tim Burton's world without all the liveliness out in
Yeah.
it at all. It's
That's
How-
a good way to explain it.
How
It's
do you
just-
have
I'm
salad
questioning
as
this with Ryan. How do you have salad for fingers?
Yeah, seriously.
It's incredibly dark and dull.
Horrible.
Think-
Does he get hungry and eat his fingers? or something?
There's a
No,
jump
but-
scare in the second one.
I didn't see much
eats-
of a jump scare, but the show is really strange in that, he doesn't eat his fingers, but at one point he ends up, in one of the episodes, later ones, he ends up eating one of his finger puppet friends, who he actually sees as real people, which is, it's just creepy. But he has salad fingers, he says, but they're just basically long, green, like very long, slender fingers.
I feel like
Are
I'm gonna
we-
go into my pitch black room
So,
tonight
so
and
we're
see him
talking
laying
about
in
a
my bed.
slender man.
No,
We're
he
talking about a
just
slender man who is schizophrenic, has little puppet friends, eats them, and has salad for fingers.
Yes.
great. Oh, and
More or less.
hey Eddie, he's not gonna be in your bed. You're just gonna wake up with him standing over you.
Yeah, he's like
Let me go
Jeff the
kill
Killer.
myself
And
real
he's
quick.
gonna say, "Hello, friend."
He's like, I'm old Greg.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
great.
I'm going to kill
I love how
myself
we're
before I go to sleep
overanalyzing,
tonight.
Or we
He's
were
gonna say-
overanalyzing sound
Right.
fingers.
Okay. Hey,
Alright, so I made a
hello,
comment
Daddy.
about it being a very bleak Bikini Bottom. I'd like to put in a comment on SpongeBob. If any of you did not know, which probably none of you knew, you know how it's called Bikini Bottom, right?
Yes, it was.
And
I
It was
thought we were
originally
going
supposed-
with this.
I
It
read
was
this on
originally
the
supposed to be a
internet before.
porno.
I heard it was called Bikini Bottom.
it was originally it was originally supposed to be a porno.
okay, that's not where I was going with it. Anyway,
Yes, I'm
Ryan,
sure that's correct, which is
um,
not.
all the fish in sponge and crabs and stuff can talk and have eyes, and they're basically humans. And that's because it's called Bikini Bottom, and the creators have said this. This isn't just some crazy fanfic. It's called Bikini Bottom because it's based under a place in the Czech Republic called Bikini Atoll, where a radioactive bomb went off. And you know how when people fall off cliffs, a giant mushroom cloud appears when it blows up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where one of the first mushroom clouds came from. So basically the underwater got most affected by the radiation. That's why all the fish can talk and stuff.
That's weird.
And that's why all the mushroom clouds appear when things blow up, and that's how that all came about.
See, that's something creators of cartoons do to bring reason into it. A lot of
It
things.
is understandable.
I read that the other night, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's just something that they do to appease the fans. They probably just like Bikini Bottom. The creator of it, pre-movie, he was actually a marine biologist. He probably just liked the area of Bikini or whatever. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I-
probably.
Bikini Atoll.
Yeah, Bikini Atoll.
Anyways, TV, whatnot. Cameron, speak about Skyfall
Yeah, tell us
It was
about
really
that.
good.
in detail.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Tell us about Skyfall. It was good. Silence for another 5 minutes.
Well, I don't want to
Was
spoil the movie
wonderful.
if you haven't seen it. It's
Was it
literally
the
this-
last? Was it the last James Bond, the blonde guy?
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
The last James Bond actor. Yeah, it's Daniel Craig again.
Yeah.
He plays a superb role this time. It's better than Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. If you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out. It's kind of this year's Dark Knight.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Except
wait,
except
oh.
this time they don't have people coming into the theater and shooting everybody.
Too
That was the
soon.
Dark Knight Rises, and did anybody like that movie?
I've never seen it.
Never saw it either.
What movie?
I've seen it, and it is awesome.
Me,
Okay,
Matt,
don't-
and Ryan all live in Colorado where it took place, so we're kind of like sketched about going to see it in the
Don't
theater.
Yeah.
see it. That movie is terrible. Do not see it. Batman, and
Was it bad?
I kid you not, Batman is in it for 15 minutes at the most.
It's not a Batman.
It's more
movie.
based around that cop that turns out to be Robin.
It's a people movie. It's not about.
Spoiler
Batman.
alert! Way ahead of everything I just said, referencing the other podcast.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
it's.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Let camera talk.
Oh gosh. Let him speak. Oh god.
Let the man
well, I mean-
speak.
That sounded.
I
really
loved
awesome.
that. Like, that's my favorite meme ever. When people are all like, "I was born into the darkness."
Well, the first two movies are all about Batman, sending a message, him choosing things, and the third movie is how Batman has succeeded in this. That's kind of the idea. It's also about ending the series and putting the character through a struggle that he'll have to overcome, but that's the simplistic way of looking at it. It's, Batman, it was said to be he's supposed to be this message. That's why he's only in it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I
And
guess
even-
that makes sense.
I mean, it's not as good as The Dark Knight, but it's
The
still
Dark Knight
pretty
was an
good.
amazing movie.
Okay, well, it seems like we're having too many pauses of silence, so I
Alright,
think
but-
we're going to end it here. So,
Weird.
thank you guys for attending our little deal-a-bobber here.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for having me.
You're
very
welcome.
welcome.
You're very
Thank you for having the Mexican Jesus.
You're welcome, Mexican Jesus, the Irish Mexican.
You guys have 7 seconds to do any shameless plugs.
Fraggy3210 at FragSandwich1. I don't have any other social networking things other than Facebook, and I don't want.
Okay.
I have
don't
no
want that.
plugs, but yeah, that's about it.
I have an outlet.
Well,
Alright,
then.
just so you know, none of this will be blurred out or censored out. or
No!
You're not even gonna censor out Clown Song?
No!
anything. Well, I
Why would you say it
This is the
again?
people.
We'll figure it out. Anyways,
The people demand the clown
The
song.
people
Okay.
demand the clown pornography.
Somebody should get a hold of the Times Square television and play Clown Song on that.
Oh no. Let's
okay.
not.
Anyways, let's just end it here. Thank you guys for attending. Thank
Yeah,
you all.
thank
to
you
the
for
viewers
having
to-
me.
Thank
Cameron,
you to all the
Nathan, Matt,
viewers
and Ryan.
for watching this. Cameron, do the outro, and we'll all hit stop.
Thank you for watching the Comfy Pants Podcast. We'll see you again sometime later. Hopefully sometime after Thanksgiving. Maybe not directly after. This is kind of
Have a great
pulled right
Thanksgiving.
out of my butt. Eddie, please do not speak. This is the outro.
All right,
see you
thanks-
guys.
Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Later.
Mexican Jesus off.